y equals 3x squared e to the 4x. Let's have a little look at this one then. We need to draw 3x squared and e to the 4x just to get some idea of what's happening. So e to the 4x then, this will be, when x is 0, e to the 4x is 1. So it's just our exponential, old familiar exponential curve. Nice and steep. So there's e to the 4x then. 3x squared, when x is 0, y is 0. And then we've got a quadratic curve. So I'm just going to draw that in as well. And the same the other side is symmetrical. It's a quadratic U-shaped curve, isn't it? Okay, that's what we've got then. Now we want the product. The first thing to notice, the product of the two positives on this side is positive. They're both positive here, so we're always above the axes. Let's get the turning points. So here, y dashed is equal to u, 3x squared, the v dx, which is a function of a function, e to the something multiplies by e to the something multiplied by the something differentiated, which is 4, plus v times du dx, and 3x squared, the 2 comes down to be with the 3 to make 6x. Let that equal 0. Now what's common here? There's a 3 common, there's an x common, and an e to the 4x common. So let's take that side, all of that outside a bracket. Inside the bracket we'll still get a 4 here and an x from there, and we'll just be left with a 2 here, won't we? And that equals 0. So 4x plus 2 equals 0 tells us that x equals minus a half, doesn't it? So that's where we get a turning point there, but we also get a turning point when x is 0. Don't we? So we get 2 turning points. Now let's look at large values. When x is large, these are 2 positive large, and so it shoots up to infinity very quickly. Really steep. So it's going to come down from infinity. Here's a turning point, and then we've got another turning point at minus a half. So we'll put that there. And then as x gets large, negative, the e exponential dominates, so it will tend to 0, won't it? So it will flatten out. So it comes along, gets to a maximum here, turns, goes to a minimum here, must do, turns quickly and goes back up. So I'm going to try and draw that now. So it shoots up really quickly and comes down to a turning point, which the digital pen is not easy to draw. Turns there, turns to a maximum, goes back down, and then tends to 0 really quickly. So that's the essence of the curve then. So let's have a look at the plots. So we'll do 3x squared times e to the power 4x, so it's bracket 4x, bracket, from say minus 3, not too much, let's do it to 1 say, because it's going to shoot up to infinity really quickly. See if we can get the curve that, yeah, there we are. See the little blip at minus a half, the maximum, and then the minimum at 0. And then it tends to 0 for negative values here.